Honor. May I proceed? Good afternoon, Dr. Marlowe.
Good afternoon.
Let's pick up where you left off with Ms. Martin's lawyers, all right?
Sounds good?
You said you disagreed with some of Dr. Hartley's conclusions. Isn't that true?
Yes, that's correct.
In fact, you brought this poster to comment on the symptoms that she saw, right?
Yes, that's exactly right.
So let's take these symptoms one at a time. Here you've written about the face and skin of Mr. Armstrong. Isn't that true?
Yes, that's exactly right.
Dr. Marlowe, you would agree with me that the irritation on Mr. Armstrong's face was very similar to chemical burns.
Yes, it could be similar, but again, it's also the possibility of the match being ripped off.
I'm not asking about possibilities right now. I'm asking about chemical burns. And you would agree with me that the irritation on his face was very similar to chemical burns. Isn't that true?
Yes, that's correct.
Now, Dr. Marlowe, here in the mouth, I've noticed that you've written scratches and irritation could be from mechanical irritation. Isn't that true?
Yes, that's exactly right.
Once again, Dr. Marlowe, the irritation you observed in Mr. Armstrong's mouth is very similar to chemical burns, isn't it?
Yes, that's correct.
Dr. Marlowe, here you've written about Mr. Armstrong's airways. Isn't it true that you took a tissue sample of Mr. Armstrong's trachea?
I did.
That's called the windpipe, isn't it?
Yes, that's exactly correct.
In Mr. Armstrong's windpipe, you saw irritation.
I did.
More than that, you saw an elevated level of oxalic acid.
If you're referring to the oxalate crystals, yes. But again, as I previously mentioned, these oxalate crystals are very common in
I'm not asking about oxalate crystals right now. Dr. Marlowe, you would agree with me that you found an elevated level of oxalic acid in Mr. Armstrong's windpipe, right?
Yes, that's correct.
And we can agree. That elevated level cannot be explained any other way than inhalation of oxalic acid.
Yes, that's correct, Counselor. However, I also noted that when looking at the stomach, that there's no way that, based on the remains left in the stomach, there's no way to show that it was oxalic acid.
Well, isn't it true that you didn't find oxalic acid in his stomach?
There was no remains. Based on the ingestion of the oxalic acid, there would therefore be remains left in the stomach, and in order to prove the actual oxalic acid poisoning, however, in this case, there were none.
Right, there were none.
Yes, there was no contents in the stomach to prove the oxalic acid poisoning.
So that means he didn't eat it, right?
Well, yes.
But right now, I'm asking about his airways, right?
Yes, that's correct.
And you would agree with me there was an elevated level of acid in his airways?
Yes, that's correct.
And that elevated level can't be explained any other way than inhalation of oxalic acid.
Yes, that's correct.
Here you've written about his lungs. You would agree with me that you also examined tissue samples from his bronchi.
I did.
That's a part of the lungs, right?
Yes, it is.
You found an elevated level of oxalic acid in the lungs.
I did.
That also can't be explained any other way than inhalation of oxalic acid, right?
Are you, again, in this case, are you referring to the crystals?
No, I'm referring to oxalic acid right now, doctor. You would agree with me that the level of oxalic acid found in Mr. Armstrong's bronchi can't be explained any other way than inhalation of oxalic acid.
Yes, that's correct.
And here you've written about Mr. Armstrong's kidneys. You would agree with me. You took a tissue sample of Mr. Armstrong's kidneys.
I did.
And you found oxalic crystals in his kidneys.
Yes, that's exactly right.
And here, Dr. Marlowe, you've written about Mr. Armstrong's brain.
Yes, that's what's written up there.
It's very interesting to me, you've written that there were no signs of oxalic acid poisoning.
Yes, that's correct. That's what's written there.
But Dr. Marlowe, we can agree. Mr. Armstrong suffered oxygen deprivation underwater.
Yes, that's correct.
That oxygen deprivation led him to rip his mask off.
Yes, that's correct.
And that led for him to drown.
Yes, the lack of hypoxia caused by whatever it may be caused him to rip off his mask.
And Dr. Marlowe, you think oxalic acid inhalation is a likely cause of his respiratory distress?
Yes, counselor, that's exactly what I mentioned earlier. However, the point is that we can't rule out these other factors, and they need to be considered.
I'm not asking about what you can or can't rule out. Right now I'm asking about what's likely. You think oxalic acid inhalation is a likely cause of Mr. Armstrong's death?
It could be.
It could be or it is.
It could be.
Is it your testimony today that it is not?
I cannot definitively say that it is not or is. Yes, that's correct.
I'm not asking you to say anything definitively. I'm asking about what's likely. And you would agree with me that oxalic acid poisoning is a likely cause of Mr. Armstrong's death?
Yes.
Dr. Marlowe, today you said other factors could have caused Rob Armstrong's death. Isn't that true?
Yes, that's right.
Let's talk about why you might be saying that. You're not here for free, are you, doctor?
No, of course I'm getting paid.
You're getting paid an hourly rate.
Yes, that's correct. Of $650 per hour.
You're also being paid a flat fee for your testimony.
Yes, that's usually how it works. No one would really be testifying for free.
Your flat fee is $6,500.
Yeah, it is.
So, Dr. Marlowe, for your work in this case, you were paid $104,000. Isn't that true?
Yeah, I did.
Thank you, Dr. Marlowe. I have no more questions.
All right, thank you. Based off of that, do we have any redirect?
No redirect at this time, Your Honor. I just asked that I would speak